If you're looking to increase your sales, my guess is probably the first thing you think about is we need more leads, right? We need the phone to ring more. And although that's true, here's the other thing to think about, your closing ratio. How well are you doing with the leads that you have in front of you? Are you tracking your closing ratio for the company? Are you tracking your closing ratio for individual employees? If you're not, I want to challenge you to do that. Just start. If technology is in your way, if you just don't know how to do it, get on the phone with your production management software platform. Get on the phone with those folks. I'm sure they'll be able to help you. If they can't, just come up with a simple spreadsheet. And if you need help with that, just book a call with me. And in 5-10 minutes, we'll put something together and you'll be off to the races. But don't let technology get in the way of tracking your closing ratio. Here are the things that I see that they're not going to be revolutionary, but here are the things that I see really successful, disciplined companies doing when it comes to handling their leads. One is they make immediate contact, and they do a really good job of creating a sense of urgency. They don't put roadblocks in front of the person who is calling, right? They don't ask them if to call them back once they've had a plumber out. They don't ask them to call them back once they've filed a claim, right? They create a sense of urgency and they get right out there. So immediate contact, high sense of urgency within the team itself, and then create that sense of urgency for the person who's had the damage. The second thing is rapport building. I listen to a lot of call recordings. It's a great thing to do. If you're recording your calls and you're not listening to the call recordings, it's gold. You can learn so much about your company, how they're handling calls, and you've got a great tool that's untapped for coaching your team into better performance. So the second thing is build rapport. And you just have to remember, right? This is somebody's home that has had damage or business that has damage. You need to build rapport with them. They need to trust you. It's going to go a long way in terms of getting a contract signed. Number 3, follow up consistently. Don't just send the estimate and wait for them patiently for days or weeks, right? You've got to follow up. You can't be too busy to follow up. So many times I hear, oh, I'm too busy, I didn't get around to following up. Well, your closing ratio is probably not very good if that's the mindset. You can't be too busy to follow up. Multiple follow-ups with the insured, with the adjuster, with the TPA, if there's a TPA involved. Follow up consistently. That's number 3. Number 4, ask for the business. I read this great book by a guy named Noah Kagan, and in the opening chapter, he tells this story about his father, about how he embraced rejection. He embraced getting no's from prospects because he knew that with enough no's, there would be yeses that were sure to come his way. And he would say to his son, no ask, no get, right? So make sure you're asking for the job. Number 5, this is the boring part that nobody likes. Log it all. Log everything in your CRM, because in your weekly meeting with this person, these people who are charged with trying to get signed contracts, you want to be able to see what their action has been or their lack of action has been. So everything has got to be logged every time there's a contact. All right, so I know those 5 tips aren't revolutionary. The thing that really separates the poor performers or the average performers from the really high performers that I found is the discipline around them, right? They're not doing anything unique. It's just that they're doing it in a very disciplined way and they're tracking the results. If you need any help, don't hesitate. Book a call with me and we'll talk. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.